Okay, here we are in the TFSA account, back on Wealthsimple in my tax-free savings account. As you can see, it's a new day with a new deposit. So let's go over what I bought this last week in my TFSA account on Wealthsimple. Before we get into any of that, I just want to say I'm new to Wealthsimple, very new to it. I've never used it before up until I started this challenge live with you guys. And I've got to say, coming from Questrade, because I have used Questrade in the past, Wealthsimple is a very, very beginner-friendly platform to use. It's clean and it makes sense to look at. It's very beginner-friendly. It's very clear as to what you hold in your account and where to find your accounts. It's very easy to set up automatic deposits. You can also withdraw very easily on it. So overall, although I'm very new to it, I'm very impressed with Wealthsimple, and I highly suggest you go and check it out. Check it out using the link in the description. You will get a $25 credit added to your account after your first deposit. Without further ado, here we are. We're going to go and take a look at the TFSA account and see how things are looking in there. So all time, even though it's very new, it's about 6 weeks old at the very most, maybe 5 weeks old now. We're down roughly about $10 all time. Nothing very major, pretty minor. I actually have a lot of experience, luckily, in the crypto markets, so I'm very used to seeing red. It does not faze me, so I'm not really one to panic when there's red in the markets. In fact, I kind of like it. So I'm very grateful for that. Even though it's very minor drawdown, we are technically in the red. So our current holdings, we still own the same three assets, which is CNQ, Canadian Natural Resources. We own about 6.48 shares, 6.5. Enbridge, we own about 6.3 shares, and then VDY, which is an ETF, we hold about 7.8 shares of that. My most recent activity being that I get to spend $315 every other week. I bought $100 worth of CNQ. I bought $70 worth of VDY, and I spent $145 worth of ENB, Enbridge. Now, why I've done this, I'm trying to diversify my portfolio as much as I can. Although VDY does hold CNQ in Enbridge under its umbrella, I do like the individual dividends that both CNQ and Enbridge pay. In fact, I'm going to show you on my next pay period, which is early November. I'm just going to click on scheduled activities. I actually switched everything from automatic buys from Enbridge, from VDY and CNQ all into Enbridge. The reason I'm doing that is the ex-dividend date is roughly about November 17th. Expected to receive those dividends in the start of December. So that's why I did that. And then I'll go back to spreading back out through CNQ and VDY after this next pay period once I buy and put all this $315 towards Enbridge. So with Enbridge sitting at $65.65, we're going to take our $315 deposit and divide that by the current share price. This is, obviously subject to change. And if it stays at this exact rate, it's going to allow us to buy 4.79, which is 4.8 shares of Enbridge. But if we take that 4.8 and add the 6.35 shares we currently have, that's going to put us at a total of 11.14 shares. And we're just going to multiply that by the last dividend payout, which is about 94 cents per share. And that's going to roughly be about a $10.47 payout just via Enbridge dividends, which is great. And that's the whole reason why I'm devoting this entire next pay period over to Enbridge. And then I'll spread my investments back out across my current investments across the board. The other benefit to doing this too is Enbridge is actually down quite a bit for the month. It's down about 5%, so $3.44 per share, which isn't a lot, but it's great to buy on the dips. We never know how long this is going to last. The time I'm making this video, it's the 26th of October, and by the time I actually purchase Enbridge, it could be up to $70 again. So there's really no way of saying. I'm looking at the whole market as a whole and looking at getting the best bang for my buck, and I think this would be a really great idea to pull the trigger on this. Aside from that, we haven't really had any other dividends come in since the last video. There hasn't been any deposits since then via dividends. My watch list continues to grow. Like, these are my active watches here. Probably going to take TD off because it's heavily into VDY. So there's no need to really diversify and buy that because I already have portions of that under VDY. But this is where we stand as of right now. Again, it's October 26th. I had just bought more on October 23rd. So our investment and our portfolio is growing week after week. And I just look forward to getting this into the 5-figure mark, and then from there obviously the 6-figure marks, and hopefully you join me for the journey. So that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, please leave it a comment, thumbs up, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in a few weeks' times with the next video.